Alright, hello there, it's me and Julian Officer 4 in the beautiful Rotate MD-11 after the 1.20 update, which is an amazing update. And if you're an owner of the Rotate MD-11, I highly recommend that you update it through Skunkcraft's beta to get it, because this is absolutely game changing. And we are flying into actually, I could do the wing view here. We are flying out into that island right there, American Samoa, which for some reason has a 10,000 foot long runway. Coming in from Honolulu, we're about 5 hours flight time. Sun has just set, and this is my livery. I'm flying my own thing because life's too short to give a crap. Yeah. Just turning on to... Yep. Turning base now for the ILS runway 05. Now, one thing to note, even though this is an ILS and we are... Thank you, Betty. Even though we're at ILS, at an airport that's close to sea level, ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna bring flaps 15 in. The aircraft wants to slow down, so I'm doing that. Pitching down. But anyway, as I was saying, we're flying into an airport that is basically at sea level. Yeah, it is at sea level practically, and we have a minimum of 841. This is on the ILS, by the way. This is not an RNF or nothing. This is an ILS. So the ILS here in American Samoa is kind of wonky. Also, I don't really know what the aircraft's doing. Let me just get on land mode right there. Don't know what it's doing here. Just, yeah, please turn. Thank you. Anyway, the ILS here and the localizer capture. The ILS in American Samoa is kind of wonky because let me just look at the chart here. It says localizer course offset 1.7 degrees. So we are going to be a little off from the runway. Like, as you can see right now, it says we're pretty much it says we're actually a little bit left of the localizer, and the runway's over there. And you'll see as we get closer, we're gonna get closer and closer to that runway. It's no big deal. I think the reason why is because there's a tower at like 514 feet, like directly on our approach path, so it just cuts right past it. I am on Batsim. I had ATC leaving I had ATC leaving Honolulu, but I have been out of contact for like 4 hours because, well, who's gonna be staffing this part of the world? Like, I don't think ATC in American Samoa has ever been online. It would really surprise me if it was. Also, time to turn up the tilt on the Wixer. Yeah, that'll do. Because it was getting like a lot of it's still getting a little bit of the ground stuff. So write it down. Why we are so far from it's keeping us so low from the glide. Well, it's already coming a little bit. So yeah, this flight was entirely over water. I was over water like in the first 30 seconds of flight, and I'm over water until like the last minute. That's kind of surreal actually. Now, for all those that aren't familiar with geography, American Samoa, it's kind of the halfway point between Hawaii and Australia. So I believe back in the day, a lot of flights would actually stop here on their way down to Australia. And it's the reason why there's a long runway here is because it's actually a really good alternate airport. Winds are variable 1 knot. I'm looking at that. checked. We'll go gear down, flaps 28. And we'll go auto brake, and we'll go minimum. Yeah, I believe this airport used to be like, well, not used to be. It's a very good alternate, like if you have an emergency in between Australia and Hawaii, it's like a really good place to divert. Right. Arm spoilers, flaps 35. 4 landing checklist. Gear, lights down, 4 green. Spoilers, armed, auto brake is checked and set minimum. Flaps 35, altimeters 2974, set, cross-checked, EAD is checked. The 4 landing checklist is complete. Alright, so I'll say the chit-chat for after landing. Let me get the this approach altitude set in here. Alright. My controls. Yeah, one big selling point of this update is the fact that the flight model, which has been broken for like a year and a half now, probably more than that, like 2 years at this point, it's finally been fixed. Up until now, I had to use one of my pals' fixes for it.
Terrain.
Disregard.
Terrain.
Landing.
Terrain. Terrain.
Disregard. We're fine.
Approaching 5.
A little low now.
Light slope.
I haven't done this approach in MD-11 yet.
Light slope. Light slope. Light slope.
Hush, please.
Light slope. Light slope.
Ignore my wrist popping if you heard that.
20, 10.
Didn't hear GPWS call outs. Well, no, the nose came down really fast. Yeah, that nose came down really fast. Tried to hold it, but we're gonna make this exit. We're gonna make this exit. No, we're not.
60.
I know, braking. Yeah, no, we're not making that exit. We'll go all the way down. That's fine. Don't want to burst the brakes on this thing.
3,000 feet remaining.
The wicks are off.
2,000 remaining. 1,000 remaining.
Nope, that's the bleed switch. I keep doing that. Bleed switch.
500 remaining.
Don't know why I cannot find the AP power switch. Alright, we're stopping. We're slowing.
100 remaining. Approaching 2-6. On runway 26.
Yeah, I have not done this approach in MD-11 yet. I've done it in a 7.4 Classic though. It's definitely a little challenging because the offset. Engine cool. We can go ahead and shut down engine number 2. Yeah, on the MD-11, it's not on the TFDI, but it is modeled on the rotor. If you get the engine cool message here, which is a company option, it will it basically allows you to shut down engine 2. It doesn't, you don't have to shut it down when you get that message, but that's like the minimum time. That means like the minimum time from the reversers being stowed for the engines to sufficiently like cool down, because they're running at a very high RPM, for them to like, you can shut it down without risking damaging the engine. Alright, after landing checklist. Spoilers retracted, flaps and slats are up and retracted, weather radar and transponder is off, and standby. Auto brake is off, stabilizer trim, 3 ANU, exterior lights are set, anti-ice is not required, APU is on after landing checklist is complete. That runway really snuck up on me. I don't know, I've never had the nose, like, I've been flying the aircraft a while since the update came out. I have not had the nose come down that fast on me. That was really weird. Could be because it landed a little hard, but I don't know. Not gonna edge ball on it. The aircraft's on the ground, it's safe. For those of you that are interested in what the hell is here in American Samoa, it is actually the 4th largest producer of tuna in the world. And there's a pretty massive tuna cannery here on the island. So I'm assuming once we lift back off for the States, that's what we're going to be carrying. Go ahead and I guess we'll park right here. I think I cannot see the lines here. Yeah, we'll just park here. That's fine. I'm not going to connect the external power because, well, you think this airport's going to have external power? And I don't have a marshaller, so I'll just do this myself. Oop, there we go. That's, I'll bring it forward a little more. Yeah, that's good. Right there is good. Alright, we'll go into the park and brake. There's 1 and 3 shut down. Perfect. Parking checklist. Anti-ice is off, hydraulic panels auto, fuel switches off, engine ignitions off, seatbelts off, fuel panels auto, versus powers off, exterior lights are off. Parking brake, gotta get the trucks on for this. Is released. And IRS is off, and SD stands page is reviewed. Parking checklist is complete. Excuse me. Alright, so welcome down to American Samoa. Very unique part of the United States. The last bit of light is disappearing away from the sky right now. Some logo light. Okay, that's actually kind of interesting. The logo light is appearing through the engine cowling. That's so interesting. Yep, stars are shown. Ooh, that's cool. I've never actually properly looked at the stars on X-Plane 12. That's actually really, really cool. Love the night effects in this thing. So I assume, I don't know what we were carrying here. Probably some electronics for the lovely people here. I went to Hawaii recently, and if you haven't been to the Polynesian Cultural Center, go. It's an amazing experience. It's like an all-day thing, but it's so worth it. I know it is run by the Mormon Church, which I do not have the most good experience with, since half my family is Mormon. But you know what? That's a story for another time. But that's besides the point. The Polynesian Cultural Center, you learn so much about like the people of Polynesian culture, and it really opened me up to what life was like for them. If you haven't been, it's a really good experience. But anyway, we're here in Samoa, and it's getting darker as we speak, so don't know if the ground crew is going to come out and unload the airplane of whatever we were carrying down here, whatever lifelines we were bringing down here. Don't know when this aircraft's going to leave, probably tomorrow or within a day, or maybe like a day or two. Gotta load it up with fresh tuna bound for the US, but anyway, let's get this aircraft secured. Now, normally I would put the external power on and turn the APU off, but we don't have external power here in American Samoa because this is in the middle of basically nowhere in the Pacific. So we're just gonna turn the battery off, emergency lights are off, this one. Okay. So, do the leaving aircraft checklist. Emergency lights are off, APU is on because it's required. If it wasn't required, we'd have it off. And battery is off. Leaving aircraft checklist complete. And I will go ahead and get the displays dimmed, just so we don't burn them up. So I'm gonna look around here. Alright. Well, hope you enjoyed the video so far, and if you did, feel free to like, subscribe, and keep posted for more. Have a good one.